Damn.
And we back.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long while.
Really hasn't. But it has.
R.A.W.
We back.
Microphone check.
Gotta check the volumes on the mic. It's been so long.
You have to dust that boy off.
Nah, cause we speaking without a mic a lot of times. Like we always say, man, we do this every day. You know what I'm saying? People just don't know. We've been getting up together still on the weekends, but it's been too much going on to even talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At this point, y'all should be talking to us. Like we should have been on. Where y'all at? You know what I'm saying?
On the real.
Where y'all at? What y'all got to say about this? What y'all got to say about that?
Yeah,
you know?
Sometimes when you're talking about things that matter, you get tired of talking about it because a lot of times it feels like it falls on deaf ears.
That part.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes you just take a break, like, we'll get back to it. But the show still goes on because there's still a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on from Haitians at the border, you know, to COVID-19 still cracking, to Lil Nas X still pregnant, I guess.
You take 9 months to have a baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a while.
Just Texas got constitutional carry now. Hurricanes still hitting, you know, Louisiana and the rest of the South. Man, it's just the same old. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Where do we even start? Let's start with the stuff that's going on at the border. You know, I hope, you know, you Democratic voters got what you are getting what you want.
Oh no, they didn't get what they want
out of this.
They did not get what they want because they said we was all gonna be kumbaya.
That's what I thought.
And everybody was gonna live great.
Jesus has returned.
No, they forgot, man, because these people was talking this to y'all.
I don't think it should be mandatory. I wouldn't demand to be mandatory, but I would do everything in my power. Just like I don't think masks have to be made mandatory nationwide.
Can we mandate vaccines across the country? No, that's not a role that the federal government, I think, even has the power to make.
We cannot require someone to be vaccinated. That's just not what we can do. It is a matter of privacy to know who is or who isn't.
No, definitely not. You don't want to mandate and try and force anyone to take a vaccine. We've never done that. We don't want to be mandating from the federal government to the general population. It would be unenforceable.
Wow. That was like something like, you know, it's like when you're a shorty looking at a magic trick for the, you know, it's wow, how you do that? Then when you're an adult, you see how they did it. Like, that shit was right in front of your face, man. You looking at the world different at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the shiny things.
Well, I think it's becoming so blatant with politicians. It's so blatant. They say whatever. They say whatever to get in. And once they in, they just like, ha, I got you. You know what I mean? And I think that's what makes it it makes it difficult sometimes even talking about this stuff because it just keeps going on and on and on. And when you're awoken out of the matrix, you can see, like I can see it coming when everybody was so gung ho about voting. You know, we got to get the Democrats back in, blah blah blah. And mind you, Democrat, Republican, it's all the same eagle, right? Mm. Two wings of the same eagle. So I'm not saying, oh, you should have voted. I'm just saying you should vote for people that are actually different from the ones that came before. When you vote in a politician that's been here for 40 years, what new thing are you getting? What do you even think you getting, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's the same old thing.
But see, I was talking,
and to be honest, I was a bit happier under the last president. At least it was money flowing. like I'm keeping it $100. It was money flowing. It was more, you know.
Trump would have made it rain out here, boy. He would have.
That's a whole fact.
Trump gonna drive it down, man. I'm telling you. But really, it comes to this thing that, see, we got to be careful, man. When it comes to this, I had a conversation about the difference between a fan and a follower, right? So when you become a fan, like, are you people really that much of a fan of these people? You know what I'm saying? You don't know these people, right? So followers is just doing. You remember back in the day, your mama say never be a follower, be a leader, right?
Right.
So never follow the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So think outside of the box. Think for yourself. So fanatics is like when you see Puff Daddy telling you to do it. Anybody else that have so-called fame, you take their word as law. You would say, hey, go out and vote, man. We got to get her in the office or we got to get him. And you just went and did it because they did it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You didn't even make your own conscious decision. You didn't even ask for something. You don't even know why you voting.
Right.
We voting because people died for us to have the right to vote half the time. Oh, man, you know what they did, the black struggle, man. So, you know, people died for your right to vote. Man, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? What are you even voting for, man? I was going through all my life as a young man, didn't even give a fuck about voting. Didn't even know what voting was. Like, what the fuck I got to do this for? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What do you get? What do you get once you vote?
I think voting is a great thing. Don't get me wrong. And yeah, people died for your right to vote. And they, you know, I think you do owe them, you know, to vote. But who are you voting for? We got to get past this. President is, you know, Jesus returning every 4 years. You know, your new Jesus is here. And we're not stressing voting for your aldermen and your councilmen and, you know, the people that are running your neighborhood. That's what we really owe rocking the vote at. We should be voting all the time and voting people in that really are going to do something. We just do this 4-year thing, you know, vote or die, all that. Ain't nobody dead yet from not voting, so we'll cut it out. You know what I mean? But your alderman, your
mayors,
city councilman, the mayor, the governor,
the local votes is
the senator. The local votes
especially
is what
the
matters to you. The judges,
DA,
circuit court judges, the DA, the ADA.
Yeah.
That's who you should be really focused on voting for to make change. As long as you vote for who you need in your part of town, and I'll do it in my part of town. All of our part of towns will be all right. You can't vote for a president or a vice president and think that it's going to filter down to your neighborhood. It doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? When you vote for president, that's global. You're voting for the global government. That's a whole different monster. You know what I mean? That's the representative of this country, but we're all in different states. We're all in different counties. We have different people running our show. And so that's what we need to start focusing in on voting for, because this, you know, just this back and forth with Republican and Democrat and who's the devil and who's the angel. They all work together. They've been working together. They're going to continue to work together, you know. And don't be a fool. If you're going to not vote with a purpose, then don't vote.
That part. That's what I tell brothers all the time, man. Who you voting for?
Right.
I ain't voting at all. They be like, damn, you ain't going to vote? I'm like, bro, I ain't even paid attention.
Right.
I don't even know who these people are. Because, hey, look, this is what happens, bro. So you go out down there, you vote. You just want to vote for the main two people, the main fight. You know what I'm saying? Then they had a ballot of all these other motherfuckers. You just going to push Democrat on the whole.
Yeah,
side.
you don't even know who they are.
You was thinking you did something like you don't even know.
You just see that gang symbol, that R or that D.
That's that red and that blue. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
you
man,
know?
The separation, man. They divide us and they conquer all the time. You got to wake up and realize.
Yeah.
Because everybody was telling you, man, vote for Biden. Trump trying to make you take vaccines. Trump trying to do this, and then he say, "Oh no, we ain't gonna do that." And then here we go.
Yeah.
Then they look. Let me tell you another thing they did. Trump was trying to give you the 2,000 before he left the office. Like, get these motherfuckers 2,000 because I'm trying to stay in. They like, no, we ain't give them shit.
Right.
Get up out of here.
Right.
Fuck it. Like a week later, he getting president. Hey, you getting $2,000, the extra 1,600 or whatever to go with that for. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And ask yourself this: what happened to all the protesting?
Oh, they stopped
the BLM. Has been quiet since Biden got in the office. So my question is, what's changed that will make them want to be quiet now? Police still shoot people. They still shoot unarmed people, right? There's still super crime in all the black areas. So an organization called Black Lives Matter, including the spokespeople, you know, your Tamika Mallory's and all of them, they haven't said anything about a Black Life Mattering outside of a cop killing somebody. Meaning that means it was all phony. It's all fake.
Damn.
It's all fake, people.
Don't tell them that, bro.
It was all for show. It was not one. There ain't been a protest. There ain't been nothing happening. There's no new legislation, right? There's no new legislation to protect black lives. That went to the Asians.
Yeah.
Right?
They got you.
The Haitians at the border should show you that black lives still don't matter. Where's Black Lives Matter for the Haitians at the border?
Man, talk that shit.
Right?
Talk that shit, bro.
I'm saying that
brothers ain't riding as long as you ain't killing us. You could whip us.
I thought Black Lives Matter. Where are they at the border?
Man, as long as you killing us. Instead of, it matters. But if they whipping your ass, that's why they said, fuck the gun, get the whip out.
Yeah.
Get these niggas back in line. You know what I'm saying?
At the same time, they're whipping people at the border. They're letting in the fucking 1,000 Haitian, or not Haitian, Afghan refugees.
They flew over there and got them and came back and had a whole homecoming party.
That's my point.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't.
While they're saying one group needs to get out, the black ones, mind you, they're letting in a bunch of Afghans. Now, mind you, I understand it because we really did, the country went over there and tore their place up. I'm not mad that anybody's here. This is God's earth, and it's open to all of us.
Yeah.
But I will have to ask, if you're letting in the Afghans, what about the coronavirus? Aren't we all supposed to be trying
don't talk that corona
not to add new people from a new place that we don't know what they come in with?
They was all testing positive, so we made sure they went back home.
That's my point, bro. Now, let's say they use that as an excuse. Okay, but what about the Afghanis? We don't know what they were coming over here with.
Wait, hold on, sir. You're not gonna say that. We made sure they was.
We made sure they were clean. Okay,
we made sure that we gave them all the shot on the plane and come over here. That was their decision.
Got it. Okay.
See, that's the thing.
Just asking.
See, but they know, man. Shout out to all the Haitian people. If we got anybody that's Haitian,
Sapase Mabule.
There you go. See, he know what's up. But shout out to them. They real. They do not give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They country is what it is. And they a third world country because America do not want to play with them because they don't.
God bless Haiti and the Haitians. Those are some of the only people who really
stand on
it. They don't accept anything from anybody, and God bless them because they get punished year after year for standing on it. And so I stand in solidarity with them. And we're talking about this, but I don't feel, as I said before, I don't feel anybody is not welcome in this country. This country is made for people to come and find a better life. So I'm not one that's like, we need to restrict the borders and all. I think we should have border restrictions, but I'm saying I'm not one that says we should send them home because Haiti and Haitians go through some of the most rough conditions globally that you can possibly think of. And the reason we're asking these questions isn't about the Haitians. It's about what the people you elect tell you versus what you see. And when are we gonna wake up and see, not only see, because we always see what goes on, but when are we gonna hold them accountable for what's going on and remember it next time they say they want you to vote? It was all about being black, a year ago. Everything was about black love and we're going to rebuild the black community and Black Lives Matter and no justice, no peace and all of this. And the first chance they got, they did something for the Asian community. And then you got black refugees coming into this country. And first thing you see is them getting whipped and getting kicked back into the category of, yeah, we say a lot, but you niggas really don't matter to us.
God damn, bro. That was deep what you just said, bro. That was
Yeah.
real deep. No,
And guess what? Guess what? Trump ain't here for you to blame him. The Republicans ain't here for you to blame them.
So who we blame now?
That black girl Magic that you voted in, she's here though.
Yeah.
That old guy who's done more for the blacks, and if you ain't black, you ain't vote for me. Come on, man. He's here.
He hear it.
So who are we gonna blame now?
Man, look, I'm gonna blame somebody. I'm gonna blame.
Do we even have the testicular fortitude to blame who really? Because all these rappers are the ones who told you to vote them in, right?
Hold on.
Wait a minute. All the rappers told you to vote them in. All the black celebrities told you to vote them in. All of them told you to vote them in. Where are they at with Black Lives Matter?
Oh, they got money, bro. They ain't out here with that.
You
bullshit.
hear me? So
where they at? And let's fuck all the presidents and all the bullshit. Where are they at? That's the truth. The same people who told you to vote these people in, watch them people get whipped. Why they ain't putting their money where their mouth?
They got nothing to say.
You know what I'm saying? Why they ain't on their going on their channels or platforms and speaking out and putting their money where their mouth is? You fans of these people? We just talked about fanatics. Y'all give them thousands of dollars, listen to their music. Apparently, you follow their word. You go vote because they say so. Let them step up and take charge, like the people that stepped up. Talking back earlier in the conversation, that step up for your right to vote. They didn't went over that bridge in that movie, got beat, got all the bullshit,
Right?
And then these people probably seen it like, oh, let's not talk about that, because they getting them phone calls, man. That Malcolm X got and all them other brothers who like, you keep on playing, we gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? Don't say they ain't getting them phone. Or we gonna take
I believe they are.
We gonna take your money away. Keep on playing. We gonna take your platform. We gonna take your money. Shut up.
I don't even believe they have to get a phone call. I think
they
most
just know
of them
better.
already know better.
Oh, hold on. Man, I know you ain't talking about
You know what I mean?
better shit.
Man, there's so many people chasing ambulances and chasing the hot story. At the end of the day, man, all of this is phony. It's all phony, and it's all being exposed as the phoniness that it is. But people aren't waking themselves up to the phoniness. You know what I mean? Like, if these immigrants were from anywhere else, would you have ever seen a single picture of them with whips, where guards have? That could be a staged event anyway. You never know. You gotta always look at everything, because for one thing, a huge question I have is, where did this 15,000 Haitian immigrants come from, and we didn't know that they were on the way? Because remember back when they would talk to you about the caravan that's coming from Central America? They seen it days away, like, yeah, they're in Guadalajara now. Now they're getting closer and closer and closer. 15,000 Haitians ain't just pop up out of nowhere, bro. At the border of Texas. Meaning, where did you come from? You got to come to get from Haiti to Texas. You have to come through Mexico. There is no other way to get to Texas without passing. So we didn't see them coming. They just literally just popped up at the Texas border, bro.
They got to ride and tell them, get out here.
But you see what I mean, though? Remember, when Trump was in office, they used to have the Caribbean caravan. They would say, yeah, they're just traveling and they'll be here within 5 days. 15,000 people do not pop up out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah, that is random. That's some
random.
Super random.
They didn't pop up in Florida. I can understand that. They popped up all on boats and that, because you could sail from, you could sail. But in Texas, you got to pass through Mexico. Meaning they got into Mexico somewhere, and then, you know what I mean? It's all, I don't know. I'm at a point in life where
only conspiracy I want to know about is what happened to Jeffrey. You know what I'm saying? That island, them planes, and them politicians, and
it
them
ain't
little
no
kids.
ain't no conspiracy
Oh,
there.
I want to know what happened to his ass. He just hung himself. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't believe that shit.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? If we want to talk about conspiracies, I got a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? What happened to this person? That dude knew was cracking. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. People was about to go to jail.
Even him, I already have an idea what happened to him. I do have a question. What happened to the lady, Giselle something? That was his number 2.
Oh, yeah, she just told, hey, don't come back around here. Ain't nobody going to believe it. You only believe it from the horse's mouth, bro. You don't believe the second in charge. Like, yeah, you can say whatever, though. You know what I'm saying?
It's just so, man, there's so much stuff going on, man.
Man, what happened to this, though? What happened to this dude out here in fashion in the dress, man? What's wrong with him? Westbrook. He lost his goddamn mind. I'm going to tell you right now.
Man.
I don't care how fashion forward you think you want to be, bro. If you ain't from Ireland wearing a kilt, you know what I'm saying? Because that's traditional shit over there. You don't need to be putting nothing up there like some free-flowing shit where your nuts, if the wind blow up, your skirt blow up, you see your nuts, bro. That's just weird. You know what I'm saying? I don't play that shit. No, fuck that, bro. I lost respect for that, man. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Ain't no much money in the world make me wear a skirt. I don't give a fuck how I look, and I don't care how masculine you think you are because you can do this. That's bullshit. Because if your son came in the house with a goddamn skirt on at 4 years old, you going to keep on letting him run around like that, or you going to go put some pants on? And who put the skirt on your ass? I'm about to whoop their ass. You know what I'm saying?
That always lets you know that there's 2 separate worlds. I haven't been to not one neighborhood that I've seen dudes walking around in a dress. And these basketball players and these entertainers are from one of these neighborhoods. And so that lets me know, like, y'all ain't even in the world that I walk in, because I'm still yet to see. I've seen plenty gay dudes in the neighborhood. I've seen plenty gay dudes, you know, that dress like girls in the neighborhoods. I've seen that. But I haven't seen any quote unquote heterosexual man, married, kids, all that wear a dress for fashion, and they're still heterosexual, walking up to me like, what up, brother?
No.
But he got a dress on. Hey, what you got on, bro? Yeah, this that new Fenty line. There's not one time I've ever been to the neighborhood and seen
I ain't fucking with it. But you see, that's the thing. I'm glad we talking about this, because we talked about a lot of shit. Y'all gotta listen closely. They'll put this shit out there with a nigga with a dress on, skirt on, whatever he had on. But we just asked you where 15,000 Haitians came from out of the middle of nowhere. Like you said, you didn't see that coming. No. You got to understand that TV you watching, that phone you got in your hand is programming your ass to believe and see what they want you to see. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Would you agree with that?
I agree.
They should agree too. When you want to go find something out, it's too many goddamn distractions in the way to get to the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? And then when they pushing agendas like they do, like they push you to go vote. They say vote, vote, vote. Everybody need to vote, 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 vote. They push the agenda so you can start doing this. Like, people so simple-minded that if we tell them to go left, 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 everybody just going to go left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you telling the man that wear a dress, especially a man with the following he have, fanatics, now you going to look at your homeboy like, well, it's not that gay, man. Like, it's not that. I mean, if you did put a dress on, man, you probably get a better one than Westbrook, man. How much it costs? If it costs a lot, then just put it on, because it's going to be flossing. You know what I'm saying? And niggas just hating if it costs $15,000, they can't wear one. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I don't give a fuck if it costs $15. You come around me with a dress on, we going to have to have a conversation on what you thinking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real talk. See, we got to understand that it's deeper than what you just see. It's what you don't see that matters.
Yeah.
Because they be start changing your subliminal mind to accept certain things, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the greatest power is influence.
That part, man, that part right there, bro. That influence, like, to me, pictures used to be like a traditional family oriented thing. Like it meant something to take a picture, right? Mm-hmm. And you go that's when you had to do the little roll that boy up, snap it. And you had to pay attention because everybody be pissed off. Like, come on, like, pay attention. Man, you made me fuck up a film. You know what I'm saying? But now once you got that, TV did it only so much. But then when you start getting involved in it, like being influencing, because we only can influence so many people, right? One person. All right, then when you start, it just became of a selfish environment where we just like on Instagram. It's just you sometimes taking the picture. It's you painting your own lifestyle. It's you, what you want. It's how you want the world to perceive you, right? And what you want them to accept. Like it's kind of crazy. Because back in the days, that was on Family Matters, and Carl's son Family Matters. That's Carl, right? The father.
Yeah.
If old boy was named Eddie, right? Mm-hmm. Would have came home in a dress, you would have seen the episode get real fast. Like, hold on, son, let me talk to you.
Yeah.
Why you got this on? You know what I'm saying? You would have seen what happens when you come, like how to talk to somebody. What is it about? Like, yeah, we accept you and who you are. At least say that. You know what I'm saying? Don't go around thinking you one thing and then you really somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I respect the brother in the hood who know his sexuality and he won't put on the lipsticks and the heels. Hey, man, he just said what he on. You know what I'm saying? We ain't on that. Mm-hmm. It's good. Express yourself. But, like, when you want to blur the lines, mm-hmm. that's when I got a problem with the shit. Because, like, I'm trying to raise somebody to believe or to be themselves in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Don't blur the lines, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And if you in the street life, you already know you can't be both. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick one.
That's it.
And if you flip, then it's something going to happen to your ass too. So you already know what that come with. You know what I'm saying? So it's either you us or you them.
Yeah.
You can't be them then try to be us again. No, we don't even know you, man.
Yeah.
You can't. So it's like decide who you want to be and be your full self. If you want to wear a dress, put on a lipstick and a wig, bro. Go all the way with it. Go big with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go ahead and cut your nuts off too. Stop having a dingling and you out here don't even want it no more. Like, no, I'm saying go all the way, man. Stop tiptoeing. Do like what's the old boy, Kylie Jenner? What's that dude?
Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, he cut it off, right?
Nah,
he still got it. Yeah. See, he even bullshit. Go all the way with it.
He still mess with chicks.
Oh man, see, bullshitting. Yeah. You can't do that.
Yeah. See, it's not about pushing people to. I don't even think it's totally about pushing people to be just flat out gay. I think it's about pushing people to be like, not ambidextrous. What is that word? Androgynous. Where it's any side. It's blurred. Like them. Now you could call somebody they. I don't want to be addressed as he. I want to be addressed as they. Like what? I don't want to say nothing wrong, but that don't make sense. But to each his own. But
I say all the wrong things. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but you know what? At this point, I don't even care. I don't even care to know. Some things I just don't even want to know. I don't want to know that world. I don't want to know the world of. Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't want to know that world. It's not for me. So it's not even for me to ask questions. We got to get back to the real, which is saving the community. Because the rest of this shit is, it's weird. And I will say this, because it is on the message of saving the community. Man, watch what y'all kids are watching and watch who they are influenced by. Because like we were saying, a Russell Westbrook, a Lil Nas X. These are people with mad influence. And, I don't have any young kids, so it's not a problem I have to worry about. But I do worry about it for the sake of all these young kids that are coming up. Don't be afraid to teach boys that they are boys and girls that they are girls. Mm-hmm. Don't be afraid of it don't matter. Mm-hmm. Let these kids grow up and not have to be faced with all this madness so early.
That part.
And if you got to keep them away from these people as far as looking at them and do it. Do it for the sake of your children.
Oh shit, man! You already
Straight
know
up,
back in the days, man.
These
Some
are
titties come across the screen, bro. You have to put your
Cover
hands
your
over your
eyes.
eyes, man. Like,
but see, even naturally, you still peek through
Yeah, but
because
still.
you knew it was something about it. Like you supposed.
Nah.
No. I'm
I know
saying
you
it
being
as a
real
joke.
because I peaked too.
But
But,
you peaked because you knew. Like I knew I liked women.
But even
As
then,
a kid,
as a
like
kid,
you knew you shouldn't be looking because you were young. Like I understood that I was too young to look. Mm-hmm. But I never, even when you were told to cover your eyes, you weren't. You know, first of all, sex should never be forced on children. That's why you covered your eyes, right? But I knew I liked something about a lady. I liked them. You know what I mean? And I feel like it was natural because I wasn't forced to watch ladies. Like I wasn't fed porn and all that. You know what I mean? We grew up, we didn't have all this stuff on porn on your phone and you know what I mean? The most you had, even when you became, you know, you hit puberty and all of that, the most you had was like a magazine.
Yeah, Naked magazine.
Naked magazine, right?
That's it.
So, you know, that was kind of the natural progression. Like, yeah, you got to a certain age where girls started, like you started to look at girls different. And then you, like you said, you come across your magazine. You maybe, if you were lucky, you got a video. If you were lucky, one floating around. And you get what I mean? I'm keeping it $100. You know what I mean? But it was a progression into becoming a man. It was a progression into becoming like, okay.
You gotta go.
Where is that? Why we gotta quit trying to push past the natural progression of life of a kid learning who they are.
That part.
You know, I say this all the time. If I spoke to a young girl about anything to do with her sexuality, I would be in jail.
That part.
As I should. But how is it okay for me to talk to a young boy in the same way about his? And that's okay. But the crazy part is I would still be okay even talking to a girl only if I were like, it's cool to like girls. And I could talk to a boy and say, it's cool to like boys.
Could talk all day.
But if I talk to that same boy and say it's cool to like girls, nowadays something is wrong with me for that. You know what I mean? Which, as I stated before, we shouldn't be having sexual conversations with kids in the first place.
Man, not even with kids in the room, though.
Not even kids in the room, nothing. So I'm not saying, you know, I'm just using the example of how is this okay? How is it okay to speak to a kid about their sexual orientation and all of that? And these kids are freaking 6 years old. When did this become okay?
Yeah, like, what do you...
But I can't tell a boy, quit crying, be a man.
You better not say that
You
shit.
better not, you fascist.
Nah, straight up
That's
on
real.
like
Man,
back to that point, because that's
weird.
a good point you brought up. Is like it's a lot of single mothers out there, a lot of single brothers out there as well that date women with kids. I'm glad he mentioned that. It's like me as a single man when I you know courting a young lady with kids, I try to keep that sexual behavior away from their eyes though, because I didn't see some little kid. I done seen some little kids, little boys, man, that go grab some girl titties and shit and booty and shit. I'm like, well, where you learn that shit at? Because these kids are just like how you are, but you trying to dumb it down. These kids can see something and they can do it.
Exactly.
They don't even need you to tell them. They just watch you all day and they like, that's how you got let's say you got a little son, he go out, you might take him over to your friend's house with a little daughter. He over there trying to kiss her all in the mouth. You like, what is you doing, boy?
Yeah.
See, me personally, I'd be like, hey, what are y'all doing around your kid? Because he ain't just coming kissing people in the mouth. Right. He's saying y'all must be doing too much in front of him. Right. It's some women that'll let a brother hit that thing and the baby right in the bed, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or he didn't walked in.
Well, you got that, and then you got, I think the biggest thing is these phones. They don't have to see their mama and daddy doing anything. They don't have to see their mama with a man or their daddy with a woman. All they got to do is pick up a phone and give them 30 minutes. They would have seen all the stuff that it took you 10 minutes to see in 30 minutes.
Yeah, what, on cartoons and shit?
Anything, cartoon, YouTube, my friend. YouTube. All it takes is for you to know how to type something and find something.
Man.
And then you got to think, if your kid more likely than not watches what you watch.
Yeah.
So let's say you have your phone and you watch whatever content you watch, and you go to wash the dishes, so you give your kid your phone. They're watching, they can go through your history and see what you seeing.
This is random as fuck, because we random people though. If you think about that, like you thought about the music industry, right? Mm-hmm. And you thought about like back in the days, the rap videos was different though. It was like on some woke shit, you know what I'm saying? It was just brothers just rapping, all you seen was they vibe, you know what I'm saying? Then as you got rid of like the gangster rap, of course, it's still more brothers and brothers. Then as they started letting us call these women bitches and hoes and trying to degrade women, then that's when you start seeing the women in the background, the booties. You can't see a music video without a woman in it these days, I swear. It seems like the titties gonna be, the skimpy dress and all that.
I gotta disagree with that.
Wait, on what videos you watching? Who you watching?
All of them, all is drill rap nowadays.
Oh yeah,
the drill rap
still
video.
Gonna have some girls in there, bro.
No.
Straight up.
No.
Oh, man, what?
Look at any drill rap.
There's gonna be a bunch of brothers in there.
If it was all right, so let's say this: if it was Chicago drill rap, it was all dudes. It's a living room with 15, 20 dudes, and it all got guns pointed at the camera. Now, maybe like New York, like a Pop Smoke, somebody like that. Yeah, they had a couple chicks, but even like 6ix9ine. That video had nothing but blood dudes in it. You may have a couple girls, but like a couple. It wasn't the last time you really just had mad chicks in the video for a man. Like, don't get me wrong, Drake, somebody like that.
Mainstream.
Somebody like that who raps for women. Yeah, they got women in the video, but it ain't like how it was. It used to be like Nelly, not Ja Rule. Ja Rule, Ludacris, like
50
that.
Cent, man, G Unit video.
That was like that was
that girl with that G Unit across.
No, but that's what I mean. Like those were the last real times where it was like the rapper and the video vixen, and that time's over. All them video vixen days, that shit's over with.
So what you think it is now? But
now it's more. Now it's more dudes. Like listen, hold on. It's more of fuck these bitches. I'm with my niggas. It's been like that for years. Man, fuck these bitches.
No.
Fuck these bitches.
Hey, I got you one. I got one.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. Now you may make a point there, but let me say this though. You right. So you ain't gotta have that no more.
Right.
So as a brother that's listening to music, it really wasn't that many female influences out there in my times. Like, I really didn't give a care about no female rappers. Maybe the Brat, but she was trying,
most brothers do.
She was like the Brat. I'm probably listening to some songs, but she was like a he, she. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she was more.
Yeah, so
tomboy.
Yeah, tomboy, right? So, see, I ain't politically correct, but in my terms, I say somebody gonna drag me.
Gee, we gonna get.
They gonna drag me.
Hey,
my bad. My bad. If you
we're gonna get shadow banned.
Yeah, we are. But my bad. I don't mean to call you that. You a young lady.
Nah, the Brat's dope.
Yeah, the Brat is
any
dope.
real person knows what you meant.
Okay, but look, when you got see that we don't have to have that influence anymore, because now the young ladies are on the forefront mainstream, and we see all the politics in they video though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all the extras.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I think it's more you're more likely to see the ass and the titties now in a woman's video.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
Like a Cardi, a Megan Thee Stallion. That's where you gonna see the ass and titties.
Because
like,
you remember they used to drag Lil Kim like she was doing too much.
Yeah, and that's the point. But like even a Lil Kim video.
That is PG-13.
That was PG-13. She just had a crazy outfit on, you know what I mean? And Lil Kim was still more, she'll talk some sexual stuff, but Lil Kim was still more of a gangster rapper.
Yeah, literally.
She rapped, Lil Kim and Foxy, those were the type of rappers that were like, my guy is the kingpin and I'm holding him down. So their rap was more, you know, I keep the bricks for my man with the Lucci Crino. And you know what I mean? Like it was still more of a hip. Now, like with the Cardis and the Megans, it's more, yeah, my ass is fat and my and nigga, you know, I sit on his face. You know, they just that more is hypersexual. You know what I mean? Like, cause even from the guy side, like a dude will talk about, you know, getting with a chick, but now the vulgarity of it now is just more. It's like real life porn. A lot of these songs nowadays are like straight porn. You know what I mean? Like, so.
I totally agree with that. But back to the scheduled program, man. I want to thank everybody. We ain't getting off this shit, but I didn't do it before. But if you definitely listening now, I definitely want to thank you all, man, for always, you know, giving us your ear for whatever amount of time you give us your ear for, and always listening, subscribing, you know, liking videos, comment section, man, heavy all the time. It was heavier the last video, man. I appreciate that. I just like the engagement with you all, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we all got a lot of things on our mind, not just with what's going on and personal items as well, man, and like trying to raise a family, just trying to stay afloat in the current times, even times in general, man, when you know, finding significant others, being by yourself away from your family and other things of that nature, man, or just trying to find yourself in this crazy world. It always can be challenging. So I always want to shout y'all out, man, and thanks for giving us your time, for listening, and you know, and if you feed, you know, listening and passing the baton forward, let other people listen, and you know, we gonna keep hitting y'all with this stuff, man. Every time we get on the mic, it's gonna be something different, something to listen to, something to wake you up, man, because that's the whole purpose of it. It's not, you know, I came to the realization of it ain't all about money, man. Life is not about money. Of course, money, we need it. It's a tool. It can make your life a little better, but it also can make your life very uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that if we get away from just the idea and the concept of money, I think that's where they enslaved us, really, with the idea and concept of money. Because if we went back to the barter system, or just knowing what you know how to do to get you the money that you need to, or just getting you like this for that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us so fucking spoiled as adults that we don't even know how to do shit for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you do? There's some people living in apartments. When the last time you cranked up a lawnmower? You know what I'm saying? Cut the grass.
Yeah.
Simple shit. When the last time you washed the dishes? And I'm not talking about put the motherfuckers in the dishwasher.
When the last time you cooked a meal for yourself?
Yeah. Uber Eats. When the last time you drove to get the motherfucker, man? Y'all just gonna sit in the house now and overeat, man.
When the last time you called somebody's number that you actually knew by heart?
Oh, man, when the last time your ass got in the car with a stranger to go over your girl's house? You know what I'm saying? When the last time you told your girl to get in the car with a random dude to get a ride to my house and then get an attitude? You Uber Lyft over here. Like, well, who dropped you off? Chris. Who the fuck is Chris? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When the last time we did a lot of things, man? So we need to get back to the essence of doing things, man, for yourself and teaching others how to do things for themselves, man. Because one thing I have been sitting down thinking about it a lot, as we even talked about earlier about, man, God gave you free will to do whatever you want. And it's crazy. He sit back and watch us all do what we want, and he don't ever judge you for that. But we living in such a judgmental world, you know what I'm saying? And then if you say you listen to the Bible and all that, and you read the Bible and stuff, but you say money is the root to all evil. Just imagine the things that some of you are doing for money that you ain't playing by the rules, man. A lot of times there's some women and some men that's doing some stuff that you know ain't right for money. Then there's some people sitting on the clock, somebody's job, at a place that you swear you don't like for money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you doing everything but doing what the fuck you want to do for a couple of dollars and shit. But I think we really need to get back to the essence of budgeting. If we get back to budgeting our money, also being in relationships, because two is better than one. And also just really getting away from, like, I feel like entrepreneurs these days is no different than like self-slaves though. You know what I'm saying? Because at least with a job you can go, they gonna guarantee you that money. You know what I'm saying? There's some motherfuckers be like, I want $1 million, but if you've been working every day for 10 years on the job making X, Y, Z, you probably touched $1 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yep.
In a lifetime from you making money to now, you touched $1 million. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? You definitely made somebody else $1 million.
Oh, you definitely did that.
Right.
So then it's like, when you look around, what do you got though? So you swear right now you want $1 million today, your ass gonna be broke tomorrow. Cause I'm gonna tell you what happens, man. Your overindulgent personality gonna come out. Whatever you like to do, it's gonna shine this life, bring it forward. Like, so if you like to party, you gonna party like a motherfucker, buy shit that you don't need. If you're a giving person, you don't give a lot of money away. And guess what? That $1 million gonna be gone, then you're gonna be back to square one. You know what I'm saying? So we need to be thankful what we do have. And then if that shit come your way, just be prepared for blessings and shit. You ain't gotta be out here, praying every day. How you gonna be praying to God for money and then get money and then don't do the right shit with it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You feel me? Just pray for, man, he already gave you one thing, and I'm gonna keep on preaching this on this channel, man. It's health is wealth, man. That's some shit that you can take control of, and it don't cost nothing to do. It's like, if you sit down, I'd rather you be outside walking around the track on the treadmill or something, listening to this podcast, than you just sitting in the house wasting away. You know what I'm saying? Because all we do is overindulge in food, drugs, sex, all the bullshit. And it's all our choice because we got free will to do whatever we want. But I'm supposed to be feeling sorry and praying for you when you go too far. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When you have the same options I have. You know what I'm saying? Is, man, health is wealth, man. Take control of that shit and watch how much different your life will change. Straight up. It'll change for the good too.
Yeah.
You start dialing back on a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? My guy right here sitting next to me said he about 7 months no drinking. How much money you done save, bro?
Definitely a couple hundred, few hundred.
What, a month or a week? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely a couple hundred a month.
You know what I'm saying? A couple hundred. So just imagine that. He could drink that couple hundred. Now you got the extra couple hundred to spend or to do, save, or, plan trips or whatever. So we got the money we need. Sometimes we just putting it in the wrong pots.
Yeah.
So we just got to go back to a budget. And if you with a woman or you with a man, y'all need to sit down, have a financial conversation. What do we plan to do? Because if you pay off your house and you pay off your cars quicker, man, that job ain't nothing but go ahead and pay you for a little bit of your time to do what the fuck you want to do in your free time, to the point where you like, man, guess what? We got everything paid for. We ain't got to do none of this shit. We could just sit here and pay the light bill, pay your phone bill, and sit around the house and be naked, whatever we want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we always get money and we get new bills. Here I go into this financial fucking conversation, but I'm telling you, this shit real, bro.
Super important. Salute to my wife because she knows how to save money. I'm horrible. I'm gonna keep it $100.
Yeah, I'm keeping $100.
I'm super horrible. So that's another thing that I got to work on with myself.
Yeah, but guess what though? Yeah. You working? I mean, you cutting stuff out.
Yeah.
And you ain't adding nothing. See, sometimes we cut stuff out and we add something in this place. Yeah. And that's the worst. Like, for example, man, and this is the worst example. So, because people do this shit every day, I'm to the point I don't need no new car, right? Mm-hmm. You fucking pay this car note and insurance every month, and then you got to put gas in this motherfucker. Then you got to put motherfucking, make sure the tags every year, right? You like halfway in the contract. Mm-hmm. Let's say you brought the motherfucker for $30,000. Mm-hmm. You already spent $15,000 into this motherfucker, plus the oil changes and all that. Mm-hmm. Then you get to the point, I want a new car. You take that $15,000, you just threw that shit away. Then you go ahead and get a new car, and them motherfuckers only going up. So now the new car, it got all the bells and whistles. It's $60,000. They gonna put that $15,000 on top of that $60,000. Now you owe the $75,000, and the same bullshit. And your car note might go up or down, but you still paying that part of your life. You can easily get rid of.
Right.
Pay that motherfucker off and keep your eyes to the curve when it comes to new cars, man. Fuck it, get you an electric one. You just plug that bitch up. and you ain't never got to worry about going to the gas station. You know what I'm saying? Cut out some bills, bro. You feel me though?
Yeah. It's a good time to go back to cash cars. Man, I mean, half these cars are crap anyway. Half of them are coming back with recalls, you know, and they're not upgrading these cars. The upgrade you get is usually like a new dash. You know what I mean? Something is new, but it's the same damn.
Gee, they got the motherfucking cars like motherfucking. They do these iPhones.
Yeah,
they got glitches in them when you get 60,000 miles. Them motherfuckers start tripping.
Exactly,
and can't nobody work on them. You got to take them back to the dealership, and the first thing they're gonna say, "Oh, he just traded in."
Hey, salute to Red Velvet. That's my 2000 Mercury Sable. 2021, she's still rolling.
Damn, that part. That motherfucker didn't roll over the miles and went from 99. Now you got one again.
You know what I mean?
I'm back on one on this hoe.
Come on, man. Out here. Ain't got a note.
I'm going to tell you something else. I'm going to tell you something else, bro. Like, another financial advice I can give you. I ain't no financial advisor, but this is one thing. Imagine going to the store. I'm a cash man. Shout out to Rob, man. I mess with Rob. Rob a cash man. He say, save your change. Save your change. Right. If it's $3.50, he got the 50 cents in his pocket, man. He said, I ain't breaking no dollar unless I have to. You know what I'm saying? So think about this. If you went to the store and you brought something, and let's say you just had it. Let's say you had $1,000 and $1 bills or something. This is how you do kids. And when you ever had the kids, my son and we was doing math, you say, and I used to do this when I was a kid, this is how I learned numbers real fast. It's like, pull out the beans. You're like, what the fuck? Like 9, take 9 beans now, take 4 away, how many you got left? You know what I'm saying? You're like, okay, oh yeah, shit, you can see it, right? It kind of gets in your brain quicker when you can see it.
Right.
But when you slide in that plastic, G, whoever you are, just imagine if you gave that same amount of money on a cat. First of all, I went to the store, bought something for $2,000. I pulled out $2,000 to get a lady. She started getting nervous. Like, what the fuck? Then I started getting nervous. Like, bitch gonna think I'm a drug dealer. I'm like, what? You ain't never seen no money before?
Right.
She counted it wrong.
Right.
Because you could see the ignorance. I'm counting quick. 20s. I had 20. And she fucked up. I only gave her $1,500.
Right.
And because I was still pulling out 5.
Right.
She's still like, oh, this is enough. I'm like, bitch, I ain't gonna put the 5 back in my pocket. Like, you so damn dumb. It was just looks like it was enough.
Right.
She couldn't count fast like me. And then the other lady said, that's 500 short. You know what I'm saying? She said, can you count this? I was like, I know. I was trying to give her the 5, whatever. But if she didn't have old girl, I was gonna get it for the 15 though. Right. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's the thing. When you count out that cash, man, every time I count out my cash at the store, I'll be like, mid cash. How much is it? 200? I'm like, all right, 20, 40. Man, you know what? I don't really need that shit. Because I started seeing what I got left. I'm like, nah, I'm straight, bro. How much is it? That's why layaway was the thing. Like, should I put something on it? Mm-hmm. I might come back and get it. Or I might go home and change my mind about the whole purchase. Like, get my money back. I don't really need that shit.
I wish we could lay away politicians. Like vote them in and be like, nah, let's cancel this subscription. Nah, real. That's real talk though. It's a great time to become more financially literate because the economy's always changing. Yeah. And all it takes is one thing that, makes it go from a good time to, back to the struggle again. Gas prices going up, cigarettes going up. It's about time they start, legalizing things and
they legalizing that marijuana, man. Got
as they
everybody
should,
high.
My friend.
Man, but what they putting in that shit though? That's just like the vaccine to me. The motherfuckers. Yeah. Hey, people eating them edibles, man, getting super fucked up. But when you smoke a blunt, you don't get that fucked up. What is in that edible, bro?
Well, it attacks your body different. From my understanding, it attacks your body in a different way.
Man, look, shout out as we wind down. Stop wearing dresses. Watch who you voting for. Keep your third eye open, whatever that means to you. Keep your money in your motherfucking pocket. And get back to love, man. Find you somebody that's on the same page, bro. And to whoever out there with a platform bigger than ours, we'll talk shit on your shit. You can talk shit on our shit. Holla at us.
Yeah.
And R.A.W, man. We out.